Today we're going to be trying blind contour line drawing, which is basically where you're drawing without ever looking at your paper. If you want to look at your paper, you do need to stop your pencil from moving. You can then look at what it is you're drawing, and only once you look away from what you're drawing again should you actually start to move your pencil again. Blind contour line drawing does force you out of your comfort zone because you're not looking at your paper. You also should not be erasing. I don't want you to think that there's any mistakes in this. It's more of a process of observation and less about worrying what the final product looks like. And the final reason it sort of pushes you out of your comfort zone is that you have to draw with one continuous line. You should not be picking up your pencil at all because then you have to look at your paper to put it back down onto the paper. I myself am a very sketchy artist. That means when I draw, I pick up my pencil and I sketch, and I constantly have to do that when I'm drawing, so you need to stop yourself from doing that. Now, I always do the same hand so you can see how they change. I'm going to put my hand in front of myself. Every single thing that I see, every single detail that I see, I'm going to draw, whether it's a line or a ring or a scar or that sort of thing. But you can't see this. I am not looking at my paper. So I'm going to place my pencil down on my paper. It's hard to do this and talk at the same time. And then I'm going to start to draw. I'm going to start at the bottom of my wrist and then move my way upward. As my eye trails up the back of my wrist, my pencil's going to move in the direction that my eye does. Right now I'm drawing my knuckles. This is my knuckle to my forefinger. I have not picked up my pencil yet. I have not looked at my paper, which you can't tell. I'm drawing all the little lines that I see throughout my hand. Now I'm at the pointer finger fingernail. This is my pointer finger. And what I like to do is just basically do one whole finger. In this case I'm going to do two because they lead into each other. This is the webbing, or the space between my pointer finger and my thumb. Now I'm at my thumbnail. I still haven't looked at my paper. I'm drawing every single detail that I see. Probably looks like a mess, but that's okay because I'm not looking. This is more about observing all the details that you see in front of you. All right, now I'm going to stop. Ooh, I got a big thumb there. All right, so it's fine that I stopped. Now, the one thing that I do want to talk to you about is that you should be doing this right in your art journal. Your art journal has some weight to it, so it's going to keep your paper from moving around. If you do not have a journal today and you're using a loose piece of paper like I am, make sure that you're taping it down so it doesn't shift around on you because that really will drive you nuts. So now I'm looking at the two fingers that I did. I'm going to start to draw again. What I want to do is see where this second finger intersects the first. I can put my pencil down where it intersects, and then I'm going to look away before I start drawing. And I'm going to continue to add the fingers in every single detail that I see until I'm done. If you wanted to do this in pen, you could. It's even more of a challenge because then you really can't erase. This is the ring that I'm wearing, etc., etc. So now you can see I have two fingers done. This looks a little bit huge. There's a lot of like crazy stuff going on, but this is exactly what you want to see. It forces you out of your comfort zone. Every time you do this, it's a little bit different. Sometimes when you do it, it might look like this, where the details are pretty darn good and it looks pretty realistic. The next time you do it, you might have some lines that have gone a little bit crazy and out of control and you can't really tell where the details should be, etc., etc.